The Irish Psychic Show, for all your psychic needs, live on Internet Radio. For your chance to get a reading with Irish Psychic, simply Skype Tarot Free or call the studio 0144 34 357. International add +353. This show is packed full of psychic readings and advice, so make sure you join the fan page. Details can be found via irishpsychic.net.
Hello, you're all very welcome to the Irish Psychic Show for May the 27th, 2013. I'm live, it's now 2 minutes past 11, and I do hope that you're all listening in to the show, and it is a very, very special edition of the Irish Psychic Show. There'll actually be no questions answered on tonight's show, because you probably have joined the event via Facebook, but it is the Star Sign Special show. And basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through all the different star signs and astrological, zodiac signs, and whatever category, whatever star sign that you fall under. I do hope that the readings that I do give you make sense, because what I've done before the actual show is I connected to Spirit, and I just asked Spirit to kind of give me a little kind of glimpse of what maybe going on in your life at the moment, because we're all kind of on the same wavelength, so to speak. And even if you do have a different star sign, maybe, when I read out your star sign, it may not make sense to you. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean that, the other one that I might read out may make sense to you. I do hope that, one of the readings at least will actually connect with you, and hopefully will guide you and give you a little bit of kind of insight as well, knowledge, because as I've mentioned, you'll often find there's kind of certain similarities with regard to star signs, and some people will experience something and they'll say, wow, I'm actually experiencing the exact same thing going on in my life. So it'll be quite interesting for me as well. And what I would like you all to do, if you can, if you have not yet joined the event on Facebook, please do so. Just go to Irish Psychic on Facebook, join the page first if you have not done so, and hello to all the new listeners as well, and all the new fans as well who may have never even listened to the show, but I do hope that you're listening in to my show tonight. But please, once you've joined Irish Psychic on Facebook, then simply search for the event page, or click on the events, and you'll see there the Star Sign Special. Just join that, invite your friends, because maybe they're wondering, how can I get a reading, or how can I listen into the show? Well, just tell them to go to that link, follow the the picture there that tells you how to actually listening in to the show, and then hopefully we're all going to be on the same page. But what I would like you to do, after you've heard your star sign, please kind of get back in touch with me. So if you can, just leave a message on my Facebook page, just simply comment on the actual, either the event page or actual, my fan page, which is Irish Psychic, and you'll see there you just type on the wall with your question or with your feedback. I would greatly appreciate that, because for myself it's always good to get the people back that I'm actually after reading for, and it just makes sense as well. So you're more than welcome to share whatever it is that you want. Don't forget, this show is an entertainment show, and there is music as well, because some people listen in maybe 10 minutes into the show and they message me and they think, why is there no psychic readings? There is, but I can't talk for 1 hour solid. That's why it is kind of an entertainment show as well, and that's why there is music involved as well. You're very welcome to get in touch with me on the show, but like I've mentioned, I'm not answering any questions on tonight's show. It's basically going to be all star sign related. And although I'm not big into the zodiac star signs, I just decided to do this kind of completely different, and it was kind of something that Spirit wanted me to do, and that's why even if you don't some people haven't even had a reading with me, on the actual show. So that's why I think this way it'll kind of cover everyone. And speaking of readings, just so you know, I do private readings as well. And there is a very, very special offer at the moment. When I say very special, I mean very, very special. I did say it ended at 10 past 10. It started at 9:10, but maybe for the new listeners or the new people who are kind of thinking, oh, I kind of missed it, I would love to avail of that special offer. Basically, if you go to my website, which is irishpsychic.net, click at the very end of that page. So at the very, very end, you'll see the 60-minute sale. Once you've clicked that, you'll see there that there is a buy now button. And once you've clicked that, you'll be entitled to a full private 15-card audio reading with myself, Irish Psychic. And also you'll get a numerology reading included in that reading as well. Now, if you don't want to go ahead with that, now what I mean by that, if you don't want to go ahead with that and you kind of think, well, I don't really want the special, I don't really want the sale, you can purchase it separately if you want. The numerology reading will cost you €8 on its own, and the full private reading will cost you €15. So I'm sure, if you add them together, you'll kind of figure out the price. But if you click on the 60-minute sale, and I'm going to actually just keep it valid and keep it open until the end of tonight's show, which is ending at midnight tonight. So don't kind of blame me if you miss out. Don't be messaging me thinking, oh, I would love that sale price reading. You have the opportunity now, from now until 12 midnight to purchase that. And the price of that reading, or both readings should I say, is €11, which is £10, which is I think $13 or $14. So there's no excuse. You're going to get two readings, and the first reading is the numerology reading, which is a very in-depth reading, text-based, and that's sent via your email. And you'll also get the 5-card audio question. You'll get the 5... You'll be able to ask 5 questions, should I say, but it is the 15-card audio reading. And you'll actually hear me speaking to you like you're hearing me speak to you now. And it is 100% private. You can ask whatever question you want. And I answer the 5 questions individually. And I ask, a spirit to connect with your spirit guide as well. And it's a very, very interesting reading. And a lot of people who've had the reading have always come back to me and said, wow, that's very, very accurate. And I'm really, really impressed with what I'm actually, after, passing to the person who I'm reading for. Now, even if you only have 3 questions, that's fine. The other 2 questions will be general based, and Spirit will actually pick up on maybe what's, going on around you. So don't worry if you can only think of, 3 questions, but a lot of the time people will actually send me the 5 questions that they would like answered. So if you just join me, I'm going to play a little bit of music now. And after that, then I'm going to be starting with the first star sign. So I do hope that you enjoy this show, and I do hope that the readings that I do on tonight's show will somewhat make sense to you, and I do hope that you can get back in contact with me as well. And do tell your friends and family that you're listening into the Irish Psychic Show as well, because they too obviously will have a star sign, and hopefully it'll, one of the readings will make sense to them as well. This is I Turn to You, and it's by Jennifer Day.
Making my dreams come true, spending my
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. It is now 14 minutes past 11 and it's time for the first reading of the night. And if you've just joined me, it is the very, very special Irish Psychic edition tonight. And what I'm actually doing is I'm going through the 12 star signs of the Zodiac. And I do hope that the readings that I do give will actually make sense in terms of, what Spirit actually wanted me to pass on to you. So if you've never joined me on the show, before, the next show is on Wednesday at 11 p.m. and then the next show is on Friday at 11 p.m. as well. And those two shows, Wednesday and Friday, will be the time where you can actually send in a question for the show. And if you're lucky, your question will be answered. But tonight's show is basically all done already. And that's why I do hope that it does make sense as well. Okay, so the first star sign that I'd like to start off with is Aries, and this is March the 21st to April the 19th. And what happened before the show is I connected with Spirit, and I just wanted Spirit to pass on kind of a message to, all the people that kind of fall under the star sign, which is Aries. And what I actually got was, they were kind of showing me here a 7-week period that has either just gone or is coming up. And I kind of feel, you may be in the midst of it all now, and it's kind of a feeling that you just want to kind of break away from something or someone. It's like if they're kind of showing me a zoo, and it's really, really interesting when they show me kind of the zoo kind of image, because it's like if I just see you as a gorilla and you need to be free. Now, this can happen when we allow stress to rule in our lives, and that is exactly what is happening at the moment in your life. So if you can get rid of the stress, you will be able to deal with the situation a bit better. So I kind of feel that there's kind of a lot going on at the moment, but they're kind of indicating that it is a 7-week period, but I kind of feel that you're in the midst of that at the moment. So please, get back in touch with me and let me know maybe that something has kind of come up, or maybe there's kind of an awful thing that's happening at the moment where you kind of have to make a lot of decisions around you. And sometimes you do have to step on people's toes in order to kind of clarify a few things in terms of yourself. Don't kind of feel that you have to kind of do everything for other people. Make sure that you put yourself first. So I do hope that makes sense. The next star sign that I'd like to read for is Taurus, and that's April the 20th to May the 20th. And what they're showing me here is, emotionally speaking, in terms of relationships. Now, things are getting very heated, but heated in a good way, not a bad way. It is like as if you may be kind of clashing with your partner, or if you were single, clashing with people around you. It is like, you feel that they don't get you, or people don't, get you. But I then see it as kind of a storm being over and you're laughing about the situation. I kind of feel very headstrong with this reading, and very, very, determined in kind of a good way, as in you will get the job done. It's like if, I kind of just see two bulls at the moment, and, one clashing against the other, and then you're kind of falling down and kind of being playful and kind of laughing about the situation. If you're single, it can be a different kind of feeling that I'm getting, but I kind of feel it's more kind of emotionally speaking in terms of, the relationship that may be going on in your life at the moment. So again, do get back in touch with me, and please do let me know. The next star sign is Gemini, and that's May the 21st to June the 20th. Now, regarding Gemini, I am seeing paperwork all over the place at the moment. It is like I don't know if I'm coming or if I'm going. It is simple as that. It's like you're in the need of some kind of organisation, or some, need of kind of a clutter clear out. And that is, something that can be so simple as just basically, either tidying your room or tidying your home, or it can indicate the need, like I've mentioned before, to put you first. As it is like, I see you in the middle with everything around you, and you're not too sure, what the job to do or what sort of path you need to go on. Now, instead of thinking, what is ahead of you, try and focus on the now, and things will become much more clear. It's like if I kind of see a novelist wanting to kind of write a new story. and wanting to kind of start something new, but you have that pen in your hand and you're kind of thinking, what should I do with this pen? I have no ideas. Where should I go? What's my inspiration, etc.? It's kind of things like that. Now be very, very careful of that. Don't let other people's judgments or don't let other people's ideas get in the way of your own. And what I mean by that is don't always feel the need to tell people everything. It's like if I feel that you feel that you need to kind of have the clarification. It's like if you feel that you need to ask someone, do you think this would be a good idea? Do you think that would be a bad idea, etc.? Always kind of try and think within yourself first. And then once the kind of project is started, make sure that you believe in that project and make sure that you believe in yourself as well before asking someone. Because often when you ask someone their, interpretation of the situation, you'll often find that they'll kind of put you down rather than putting you, it's like if I just kind of see you kind of clashing with people like that. So just be careful of what it is that you clarify to some people. Don't feel the need, like I mentioned, to clarify everything. So I do hope that makes sense. I do hope that makes sense for the first 3 star signs that I'm after reading for. If you've just joined me, it is now 19 minutes past 11 here in Ireland. The show is live, and if you have never listened to the show before, you're very, very welcome to the show. And hello there as well to John Paul Glenn as well, and also Denise McGuinness as well. You're very, very welcome to the show. And they are the people in the Spreaker chat room. And if you've never heard of the Spreaker chat room, it's basically an app, and if you're listening in via the iPhone or the Android phone, you can download that. It's called Spreaker, and you can listen to the show whenever it is that you want, but a lot of people tune in to the live show, which is live Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 11 p.m. Okay, so it's time for another quick break. If you've just joined me, you're listening to the Irish Psychic Show, and I'm doing a special edition of the show tonight, which is the Zodiac Star Sign Special, and it's never been done before, and it's not basically like a horoscope that you read in the newspaper. It's completely different. What I've done before the show is I connected with Spirit and with all the different star signs, and I wanted Spirit to pass on certain things to you that I hope will have some clarification to you in maybe making a decision or wanting to go down a different path. I do hope that it does make sense. Time for a quick ad break. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
Just when I thought everything was going so right, so why pick this time to pick a fight? I sit and listen to what you have to say. Tell me you're leaving and you're going away, away. And now you're going away. You're not here that you're supposed to care. So why do you leave now, knowing how I'll feel? You said you love me, you said that you care. What am I to do now? You're not here, not here. And you're going away. You're not here to stay. You're going away. And I'm left on my own with nowhere to go, nowhere to go. So time is not the same. It's in my life. All I want to
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. Well, we have a bit of news already, and not usually I kind of mention this kind of news, but I feel it is very, very important. And in the chat room, we have a guy called John Paul Glenn, and he just wanted me to mention that he got engaged to his partner, Gav. So congratulations, John Paul and Gav. You've just got engaged, and please, because of after mentioning you now on the Irish Psychic Radio Show, please do send me an invite. I would love to be there. I've been to one gay wedding. If people don't really know, I am gay also myself. And it was my cousin over in the UK got married, and it was the most amazing wedding I have ever been at in the history of all my weddings. I'm kind of so young, so I haven't really been to many weddings, but this one was just absolutely outstanding. And you know, I really do hope that they make, you know, the equality with regards, you know, the gay marriage here in Ireland. I hope it happens. I predict it will happen. So again, congratulations there to John Paul Glenn and his partner Gav as well. And I feel once they do bring it in here in Ireland, I feel it'll make it more normal, because a lot of people think still to this day, just in, you know, the times that we are, that being gay is completely different than being, you know, heterosexual. Completely the opposite. There is loads of people that even though they're straight and gay, I kind of avoid, mainly for the fact that I just don't like them. So no matter what your sexuality is, it's down to the person themselves. And that goes for anyone out there. Don't be kind of thinking, oh, I don't want to hang around with him because he's gay and he's going to be, you know, fancying me or something like that. I don't want to kind of sound blunt, but don't kind of butter your own ego. not all gay people go for, the people that they think that they're good looking. We don't actually find every man, just because we're gay, attractive. It's not the case. And we also have the respect for other people as well, in terms of your own sexuality as well. It'd be the same kind of thing, I'm sure, for straight people as well. So that's kind of that off my chest. Okay, so we'll continue on with the show, and we'll continue on with the star signs. So if you just joined me, this is a very special edition of the Irish Psychic Show, and I'm doing a star sign Zodiac special. Okay, so the next star sign, actually I'll mention all the people who are tuning in at the moment. I forgot actually to do that. There's a lot of people who've commented there in the event page with their star sign. So hello there to Jenny Brandrey. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Brandrey. It's Brandreth. And you're a Sagittarius. Denise McGuinness, a Gemini. Andrea Linden is a Leo, just like myself. Deb's Bargain Basement, Gemini. Tasha Clark, Aries. Margaret Tracy, Scorpio. Mandy Wolf, Taurus. Siobhan Kelly, Pisces. Anna Kelly, Gemini. Gillian Scahill is a Libra, and Bridget Barlow, Aquarius as well. And hello to all the listeners listening in to the Irish Psychic Show. Okay, the next star sign I'd like to read for is Cancer, and that's June the 21st to July the 22nd. Now, really, really positive things are happening around you at the moment. Now, if you are single, you won't be for much longer. If you're in a relationship, I feel things are getting more personal and on a deeper level. Now, also, don't feel you need to hold on to things that are stopping you from moving forward. It is like I see kind of secrets around you. Are you holding a secret? Now, please be open, and create that line of communication with your partner, and how you feel as well. It's very important that when you're in a relationship that you explain or you express how you are feeling. And even if you are having a bad day and you're kind of thinking, should I or shouldn't I tell my partner? Tell them. Even if, you feel that it's going to upset them, or you feel that it's going to make them have kind of a bad day because you're expressing how you feel. Well, it's best be honest in a relationship. And that's kind of the key message that Spirit wanted me to pass on to you. Now, if you're single, focus on who you are as a person, but also get out and enjoy yourself and join, maybe a new group that you might be thinking of joining. We often have these kind of things in our heads, to join something new, and maybe, there's kind of that gate comes up where we're kind of thinking, oh, I'm insecure, I won't be able to fit in, or I won't be able to join this new, group, I don't belong here, etc. Don't be thinking like that at all. Just get out there, join it, and if you don't like it, well, then leave it. But you can't say that you don't like it unless you've joined it. So that's the key message there for them. So I do hope that makes sense. Leo, the next star sign, July the 23rd to August the 22nd. I am a Leo myself, and it is a very, very difficult sometimes star sign to understand, because although everyone expects us to be happy, we're not always the case. So you have to be careful when you meet a Leo. Don't always feel that, oh, this person is going to always be happy and they're always going to be, upbeat. It's not always the case. Now, a lot of soul searching, I kind of feel, is going on, with you at the moment. It is like, you're trying to understand what it is that makes you, you. It is like I see a stage and you're unsure what place or position to take on stage in order to feel settled and secure. Now, I kind of feel that this is only temporary. And although you may be, feeling, luck and success is not happening for you, it will in time. Remember, great singers don't happen overnight. They practice and practice and practice. And that can be implied in terms of life too. Experience, the downs before celebrating the highs. And that's something that we need to take on board as well. Don't always feel, just because you may be going through kind of a bad patch at the moment in your own life, and this happens for any star sign, don't always feel that, things aren't going to get better. They will in time, and it's just a matter of you, waking up in the morning with a different attitude, and waking up and just be happy that you can wake up in the morning, and be happy that you can, put a smile on other people's faces. And that's important as well, that, always kind of, it happens to me a lot, and a lot of people probably think I'm mad, but I will talk to the wall. Now, not technically will I talk to the wall, but I'm very, very open with how I am as a person. If I am having a bad day, I will tell someone, not to bring them down, but it's just because that's who I am. I like people knowing who I am as a person and letting them be the judge of, oh, I'm having a bad day at the moment. Should I or shouldn't I say certain things? Because, when you don't express, yourself to other people, and someone tells you something really, really exciting happening in their life, you want to be happy for them. But because maybe you're having a bad day yourself, it may come across as that you can't get excited for them, and that can, unbeknown to the other person who doesn't actually know how you're feeling, because there may be something going on in your life at the moment, they might be thinking, oh, I met so-and-so today for a coffee or, a cup of tea, and, they didn't really seem too excited. I told them that I was pregnant, and I was expecting them to be all joy and happy, all joyful and happy, and I just didn't get that attitude, or I didn't get that response that I was looking for. Just be careful that when you meet someone for a coffee or a cup of tea, it's always good to catch up with them, but make sure you ask them how they're feeling as well, both emotionally, but both personally as well. And then you'll often find that when you can open that line of communication, you then can actually say to someone, do you know what, I'm not actually feeling the best today because A, B and C happened. That's the kind of relationship that you should have with your close friends and with regards to your family as well. So make sure that no matter what star sign you are, make sure that you take that on board as well for me, please. And it's very, very important. The next star sign is Virgo, and that's August the 23rd to September the 22nd. Now, don't let people stand in your way is the key that Spirit wanted me to make you aware of. It is like there is a car and someone stands in your way of driving forward in life. Now, you will always get, challenges, but it is how you deal with this challenge is what will be the outcome of the situation. Transformation is the key to succeeding, and it is like I see you changing your image or changing jobs at the moment. I'm unsure which it is, but it is like big changes are around you, but don't fear them, instead embrace them. And that's, that can be applied for a lot of different people. Don't always, fear transformation in life. Don't always, fear when you may be let go from a job. Although at the time when you're let go from a job, you can kind of think to yourself, oh God, what am I going to do? This is the worst day of my life. Try and kind of embrace it in a different way. Try and kind of see the positives. Even though, you may have loved your job and you might have been let go at the moment, kind of see it from a different perspective and kind of know that there's something better out there for you, and you will get that opportunity, you will get that job, or a new job, should I say. And that's the most important thing that I can pass on to you. So I do hope that makes sense. Time for another quick break. And also I'm going to be playing Dean Anthony's song, which is We Should Be Lovers. If you've never heard of Dean Anthony, all you need to do is just Google Dean Anthony, the voice of Ireland, and you'll actually see some of the songs that he's sung on The Voice of Ireland. And I've often played Dean's music on the show, and he's a fantastic singer. So I do hope you enjoy this. And this is We Should Be Lovers.
You wanted to find somebody to love. Said you wanted to know how it feels. Oh, you needed somebody to hold you real tight. You needed someone to keep it real. Yeah. Well, I don't wanna lose you, or up and run away. I just wanna love you, baby. Oh, I'm here to stay. Let's cut to the bone. Say it out loud. It's time to get clear what it's all about. Yeah, it's got to be good. Yeah, to get even better. 'Cause baby, our love, yeah, it's got to be strong. Yeah, we should be lovers. We should be lovers. Yeah. We should be lovers. We should be lovers. Come on, come on. Said I wanted to give you emotions to keep the feelings alive. I know you wanted me, baby. Oh, to hold you real tight, to keep your bed warm in the middle of the night. Yeah, our love, baby, shouldn't grow older. If the bed that we share only gets colder, let's get to the bone. Yeah, let's say it out loud. It's time to get clear what it's all about. Said it's got to be good, oh, to get even better. should be lovers. We should be lovers. Come on, come on. Hey, come a little closer, baby. Oh, you know you're my woman, yeah. We got so much loving to do. Oh, we got so little time to share. Oh, yeah. Go on, close the door now. It's just you and me. Oh, we're getting hot, and I wanna be your sexual fantasy. Oh, let's get to the bone. Yeah, what it's all about. Said it's got to be good. Oh, to get even better. 'Cause baby, our love has got to be strong. Yeah, we should be lovers. We should be lovers. Oh, yeah. We should be lovers. We should be lovers. Come on, come on, come a little closer. We should be lovers. We should be lovers, baby. Go on, take off your clothes. We should be lovers. Yeah, we should be lovers.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. And thank you very much for the lovely feedback that's coming into the show from Brian there. He just said, fantastic show, and also to Caroline Wynne as well. It's always good to get, feedback on the show. So thank you very, very much for taking the time to send me in the feedback. Okay, we'll continue on with the show. And if this is your first time listening into the Irish Psychic Show, I do hope you tell your friends and your family about the show. And the show goes out live Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 11 p.m. And also I do private readings. And speaking of private readings, you only have until 12 midnight to avail of the 60-minute very, very special offer that I have running at the moment. If you go to my website and click on the 15-card audio reading, you'll see there it's priced at €15. If you then click on the numerology reading, you'll see there it's priced at €8. But at the very end of the page, you have to scroll all the way to the end of the page. All 3,000 pages go all the way to the end. It's not that amount. I'm only joking. Just go to the end of the page there on my website. Click on the 60-minute sale, and once you've clicked that, you'll see there that you can get both those readings for €11, and that is £10 if you're living in the UK, and in dollars, I think it's $13. So please do avail of that. You have until 12 midnight. Which is basically, if you've just joined me, another 20 minutes away. And if you've, catch the podcast, well, it's kind of too late, but you're still welcome to purchase a private reading from myself. And again, just see my website, which is irishpsychic.net. And make sure you spell it correctly. That's irishpsychic.net. Okay, the next star sign I would like to read for is Libra. And this is September the 23rd to October the 22nd. Now, this is the month to start a new course or start teaching yourself. I feel a lot of people look to you in terms of wisdom and advice. Now, although this can be a good thing, it can also be a bad thing, as you may feel kind of burdened with the questions from people all the time wanting your help in sorting out other people's problems. And you need to be careful, as they will be the first to come back to you and say, well, you told me to do this and you told me to do that. If you can't give advice, don't ask for it in the first place, is what you need to be telling your friends. So be careful what you do say to them, and how you say it is the key. So kind of give them both options. So give them the good and give them the bad. And then they can't actually, blame you for any situation, because basically you've told them both, A and B. Rather than, if someone says, what should I do with my boyfriend Michael, he's doing this, this and this, should I leave him or should I not? And then if you say, well, you should leave him, and then they say, oh, but Rebecca told me to leave Michael, etc. Well, then you're the kind of blame, or you will be put the blame on when that person gets back to you. So you need to kind of weigh up the options, and you need to kind of listen to how they mention the kind of it's like if you need to be very careful of what you're listening to is the key. And take on board their feelings and how you would deal with the situation. And that's okay. That's perfectly normal, like any friend. But it's like if I feel that you are kind of burdened with a lot of questions at the moment, and you feel that you are kind of one of these people that is taking on other people's problems when personally you don't really want to be taking them on. It's like if they just come to you and ask for, the kind of advice. Just be careful, like I've mentioned, how you actually give it. Okay, the next star sign is Scorpio, and that's October the 23rd to November the 21st. Now, business-wise at the moment, things may be difficult for you. And if you're studying, things may be difficult for you also. It is like I kind of see a hammer and you wanting to smash everything around you. And I don't see that as being the problem that is affecting you. I more or less kind of feel you need to kind of create order and control around you. As it is like I see a path that you wanted to take, but now it had to change. But sometimes changing a path is the best thing that can happen. But, you do not kind of see this just yet. Also, money-wise that we're mentioning there, be careful as you do have the financial card here, which can show difficulties where money is concerned. So just be careful of your financial situation there. If you're looking at a particular outfit, do you need it is the question. If you're looking at a particular, new set of saucepans, do you need them is the question. Make sure you question everything for this particular, month and next month, because I kind of feel that it's like if you're going to kind of make a decision where you kind of regret it afterwards. So just be careful there, please, for me. The next star sign is Sagittarius, and that's November the 22nd to December the 21st. Be careful of something legal around you and getting it off in time, as it is like something is on the table with an expiry date. And unbeknown to you, you may not, have read the form correctly. So if this is an application, please make sure you read it as fast as you can. And I feel it is to do with a contract, as they just keep showing me in my head a contract around you at the moment. But it is up to you to act upon it. The Awakening card is also here, which is really a gorgeous card to find because it shows transformation is around you and you are to embrace this with open arms and network. I kind of feel you need to kind of network and expand yourself and meet new people, friends, maybe say hello to that neighbour that you never even got to know. And that happens for a lot of people, maybe who've moved into a new apartment, or maybe you've been living there for quite some time. You're kind of thinking, well, I don't actually know my neighbours. Maybe just make an excuse to go to that particular house and say, I'm so sorry to bother you, but do you have maybe, I don't know, ask for, a box of tea bags or something like that. I don't mean a box, but just say that you've run out of something, or can you borrow, a hedge trimmers or something that won't make you sound like if you're begging. Something that, that you don't normally have, but you kind of need it, and you'll drop it back to them. It's kind of a good way of getting to know someone and, breaking that ice in terms of wanting to cross that barrier where you can actually say to that particular person, look, how are you? What do you do? I live over here. It's amazing that, I've lived here for, maybe a year, 2 years, but I've never got to know you. And that would be the kind of, the line of communication that you should go down if you want to kind of break that barrier and break that ice where you want to speak to a neighbour that you may not have spoken to before. So I do hope that makes sense for you. Okay, it's time for another break. And then it is the final 3 zodiac signs that I've been reading for. So I do hope that you stay tuned for them, and maybe you're listening in, or maybe you've just caught the show and you're kind of thinking, oh, did he read my star sign or did he not? Well, once the show finishes at 12 midnight, you'll then be able to just click play again, and you can go back over the star signs and find out what I actually said for you. And thank you very much there to Gillian as well. A great zodiac reading tonight, thanks with 2 kisses as well. Thank you very much, Gillian, and you're very welcome for that. Time for a quick break. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
First time, last time together. We'll be you and me forever. First kiss, last tear is falling. Don't wanna miss your sweet voice calling me. I can't believe that I'm feeling like this, 'cause I'm still getting to know you. Your tears are like summer rain falling on my face again. And anytime I'm close to you, I feel the sunlight shining through. And I just wanna thank you, 'cause you make life so good. Every day you show me something beautiful, and I love you more than I thought I could. Yeah. Two souls, one mind, two hearts that were intertwined. An empty road that I stand upon. I walk alone since you've been gone. I can't believe I'll never see you again, 'cause I just got to know you. My tears are like winter snow. I've got so many miles to go. Anytime I think of you, I see the sunlight shining through. And I just got to thank you, 'cause you made life so good. Every day you showed me something wonderful, and I more than I thought I would. More than I thought I would. Yeah. So many flowers and so many friends, and they talk of love as if it never ends. And I'm standing alone in the middle of a crowd, trying to get next to you. Everybody's trying to give me advice as if they know how it feels to live my life. But there's nothing that I wouldn't do for one more day with you. I just wanna thank you, 'cause you lived your life so good. Every day you showed me something wonderful, and I miss you more than I thought I would. More than I thought I could. Yeah. Yes, I miss you. I miss you.
Information overload. Looking for the new thing. The virtual frame is a delusion. Insulated in an unreal world.
sign to be owned in the frame of the night. I would travel, I'm amazed in the fear and love.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. There is only 4 minutes left before it becomes midnight, which is the end, obviously, of the show. And the next show then is at Wednesday at 11 p.m. and Friday at 11 p.m. But it's also the end of the very special offer that I have running at the moment. So if you're sitting at home and you're kind of thinking, oh, I would like a private reading with Irish Psychic, how do I go about getting a private reading? Simply log on to irishpsychic.net. And rather than click on the readings that you see at the very top of the page, I would like you to click at the very, very end of the page, because there is the 60-minute sale reading, which started at 11 p.m. and is finishing now at midnight. And thank you very much to the people who have availed of that offer. I really do appreciate it. And what you're actually doing is you're saving yourself a lot of money, because if you purchase them together, or purchase them separately, should I say, you're actually paying €23 or 24, I'm not too sure. But if you purchase it via the sale reading page, you're actually saving yourself a lot of money, and you're actually paying only €11 for the reading, and that's £10, which is $13. And you're getting two readings. You're getting a full in-depth reading, which is the numerology reading, very, very interesting reading, and also you're getting the 15-card audio reading, which I will answer 5 questions, and that's an audio-based reading, which you're basically listening to now on the radio, but it's 100% private. It's not, to the public. Also, can I say thank you very much to everyone who has joined me on tonight's show. I really do appreciate it, and do continue to share my Facebook page as well. I really do appreciate all the people who have joined my page, and this show would not be a success without your support. So thank you very much as well, and thank you to the people who've just joined as well. They've just joined the event page, and maybe you've missed your star sign. If you have missed your star sign, don't panic at all. Simply just go to my page, irishpsychic.net. Once I go off the radio, and then you'll be able to click on, sorry, my voice is going. You'll be able to click then on the radio show again, and it will play as live again. but not live, if that makes sense. It's just the podcast, but you will be able to go back over, the star signs there. Hello also to Dawn Malloy, who's listening into the show, who's a Virgo. Emma Insley, Insley, I-N-S-L-E-Y, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Emma Insley, who's an Aries. Pardon me. I knew my voice was going. Harriet McGovern, who's a Leo. Yay, just like myself. Sarah Insley, Aquarius. Claire Mooney, Libra. And also angel readings as well. You're very welcome to the show. And you're a Pisces. And also Enna Kelly, Leo. Nicola, Nick, Taurus. And Lindsay Bukes is Capricorn. So thank you very, very much as well. I didn't actually ask where you're from, but I do hope that we do have an international listenership tonight, which we usually do on the Irish Psychic Radio Show. And if you're sitting at home now and you're thinking to yourself, oh, I'm also a reader, or I'm also into giving readings to people, and you would like to come on the show with me, it's pretty straightforward. All you need to do is simply contact me at the end of the show. Just go to Irish Psychic on Facebook. It is the page with over 12,000 fans. Send me a private message and just say, hi, I would like to have an interview for, coming on the radio. It's not really an interview. It's basically just a quick introduction to what it is that you do. And then obviously if I feel that you're correct for the show, I will actually have you on the show. And speaking of having guests on the show, this Wednesday at 11 p.m, I'm going to be having another guest on the show. And that is your cue to kind of write it down into your diary to say, do you know what? I can't actually miss Wednesday's show because Irish Psychic is going to be having a guest in studio with him. I'm not going to tell you who it is. It's up to you to tune in. Okay, so we'll continue on with the show, and I'm into the final 3 star signs, and the next star sign that I would like to read for is Capricorn, and that is December the 22nd to January the 19th. And regarding this month, I see a 5-week period coming up where everything that you want to happen happens. So now is the time to make that wish now. So please do, make that wish now if you do have a wish. Also, maybe invest in that new car that you're, maybe thinking of buying. Now is the time to go on holidays and book it. I see you actually kind of thinking, am I allowed to do this? And yes, you are allowed to do anything that you want, within reason, of course. But I see this as a very positive month for you. And they're kind of showing me here that, it'll be over the next 3 months that you'll either be starting a new business or wanting to start a new course, and it will be very, very positive. So the key message is just to go for it, please. So don't kind of hold yourself back, and don't kind of have that fear of starting something new. And that is the most important thing that I recommend to anyone. If it is something that you want to start new, just go out and do it. The next month then is Aquarius, January the 20th to February the 18th. 4 weeks, I see a lot of changes happening around you at the moment. And you also have the commitment card here. Now, although you may be feeling like, giving up and thinking, is it worth it? You will always get something from something, like starting a new job, etc. Although you may be thinking to yourself, oh, it's not really what I wanted. Sometimes it's all about experience in order to find the right path that can be applied to anything in life. So it's kind of experience is the key to understanding who you are as a person. Also, you have the 4 of Wands here, which also shows either you have been thinking of moving or creating a new environment in your home, maybe, redecorating or painting, or starting, to think like that. It's always good to kind of look at maybe a room and you're kind of thinking, do you know what, it hasn't had a change in quite some time. Now is the time to kind of think, right, I'm going to get that home magazine. I'm going to look at what it is that I want to change about the room and how it is that I want to change the room. And you'll often find then your creative side starts flowing and you'll be able to figure out an awful lot of things. And that's kind of usually the time to think clearly. When you get rid of the old, you're bringing and you're creating something new. So that is the key message to that particular star sign. So I do hope that that makes sense. And finally, the last star sign of the night and of tonight's show is Pisces, which is February the 19th to March the 20th. And this is going to be a live reading. So if you hear me shuffling the cards, which you should do now, I'm shuffling the cards and I'm connecting with Spirit, and I'm asking Spirit to please give me a message for all the Pisces people out there who are kind of wondering maybe what's going on in their lives at the moment. And now is the time to listen in. Very, very interesting cards are coming up around you at the moment. And the cards that are after coming up, we have the Fool card. The Fool card is one of the major cards. That's in the upright position. We have the 10 of Cups in the reverse position. We have the Moon card in the upright position. We have the 5 of Swords in the reversed position. And we also have the Youth of Cups in the upright position as well. The Five of Swords, because it's in the reverse position, it's like if, I don't want to kind of say that there's anger around you at the moment, but I'm kind of picking up that feeling of anger, or feeling that you want to kind of go out there and just kind of wreak havoc and kind of think to yourself, do you know what? What's the point? It's like if there's been an awful lot of things happening around you where I feel it's like if they're just kind of showing me a building at the moment and everything just crashing down around you. It's like if you need to kind of pick yourself back up again and kind of build that wall again in terms of getting over that wall. And that's the kind of key message that Spirit is kind of passing on for all you Pisceans out there. It's like if there's kind of a starting, or kind of a hurdle that needs to be overcome, and that's where the Fool card is indicating here by this particular card itself, and also the Moon card here as well. Now the Moon card is quite an interesting card along with the Fool card, because the Moon card, it's like if I see things not as clear as you would like them to be, and that's kind of, you know, it's like if there's something going on in your life at the moment that you need to find out more information about. It's like if there's something, maybe a family argument, or a kind of a thing that's happening within your own life that you're kind of thinking, do you know what, I kind of know more, but I need to know more in order to make my decision up, or I need to make that kind of feeling that I have inside myself known. It's like if you're still looking for that proof, or you're still looking for that kind of advice, is the kind of message I'm kind of getting. I'm not too sure what it is, but it's like if on one side of your shoulder you have the angel, and on one side of the other shoulder you have the devil, and you're getting mixed messages on what to do around this particular situation that may be going on in your life at the moment. And sometimes it's always best to kind of just sit back and kind of wait a little bit longer. Don't always feel that you need to kind of rush things. Don't always feel that you have to kind of go, do you know what, I'm going to rush into that now and I'm going to do A, B and C, and then it all crashes around you. Maybe that's the kind of message that Spirit wanted me to pass on, maybe to take your time on this, and maybe that's what's indicated there by the Fool card. They're also indicating here that there is kind of a 10-week period where things may be a little bit out of alignment at the moment. It's like if it's not kind of to do with the planets as such, but it's more to do with just life in general. It's like if there's everything kind of built up upon you, and the way they're kind of giving me the message at the moment is like if there's loads of dirty laundry around you at the moment, and that needs to be sorted from the blacks to the whites to the colours, etc. It needs to be all kind of sectioned. You need to kind of look at your life and kind of think, what do I need to do in my life to make things easier for myself? Because it's like if you make things more difficult for yourself in terms of how you're dealing with the situation. So I do hope that was a live reading, by the way. The rest I did connect before the show, but that particular one, maybe it was just Spirit's kind of way of wanting me to do a live reading at the end. They just wanted me to pass that information on to you, but I do hope that it has made sense. And speaking of making sense, please do get in contact with me after the show, and thank you very much to the people who have done so already. And if you'd like to get in contact with the show, all you need to do is simply go to Irish Psychic on Facebook. Again, my Facebook page can be accessed via irishpsychic.net as well. Then click on the Facebook, or find us on Facebook option there, and just write a comment on the wall, and that'll show up there in the recent posts by other people. It's always good to get feedback like that as well, because other people can see it as well. I'd really, really appreciate that for anyone who's just joined me or listening into the show. Once the show goes off air, which is within the next 1 minute, it'll go off air, but please do get in contact with me some way and let me know what you thought of maybe the reading that you've had tonight, because it was a different show. Usually I answer questions sent in by specific people, but tonight's show was a little bit different. It was kind of Spirit's way of kind of making sure that everyone got some message and some reading as such. So I do hope that you got something from the show as well, and from the feedback that has been sent in at the moment, they're all saying that it was good. So thank you very much to all the feedback that has been sent in so far. The next show, by the way, is on Wednesday at 11 p.m, and I will be taking questions on Wednesday's show, and I will have a special guest with me in studio as well. So if you would like to take part in Wednesday's show and you would like to get a question answered, please listen carefully. First of all, you need to register that you would like to take part in the show, and all you need to do is simply go to Irish Psychic on Facebook, then click on events. It's just the tab just below where it says liked. Click on events and click on the date for Wednesday. So that is May the 29th, I think it's the 30th. No, we're going into the other time. It's the 29th, sorry, because we're past midnight already. I'm actually going into overtime. So click on the 29th, May the 29th. Join that event by clicking join, but also you need to invite 10 friends as well. So once you click join, it'll change to invite 10 friends, and leave a question on that wall, only in the event page, not anywhere else. Make sure that you leave your question in the event page, and that special guest that I will be having on Wednesday's show will hopefully be answering your question. So again, you will need to listen in to the show on Wednesday. Can I take this opportunity as well to say thank you very much for listening into tonight's show. If you've missed the show and you would like to share it with your friends, please do so. Just go to irishpsychic.net, click on the radio show there, and the show will play back. And you can also share the radio show there as well. And I would really, really appreciate it if you can all share it and let everyone know about the Irish Psychic Show. And if stuck, just tell them to Google the Irish Psychic radio show. It'll come up number 1 on Google. And speaking of number 1, I'm in the top 10 usually every single week on Spreaker itself, and I think I'm 6th at the moment. I was 1st, but it changes every single week. But being in the top 10, I think, is enough of achievement for myself and for the supporters of the show as well. And it's great to be in the top 10 as well every single week. For myself, Irish Psychic, do join me on Wednesday, 11 p.m, May the 29th. And again, like I've mentioned, please do take part in the show and simply send in your question to the show. Thank you all so much for listening. Take care and good night.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.